This all goes, and then these don't fucking go. Why are these not going? Why are these not going? This goes. The details of how credits work. So, dude, the washing machine's already done. Okay, so it's comparing by y coordinate. So we sort the pages. Okay, float 2 is the duration. Float 1 is the start time. So this is here. We're going to make this go a little shorter because people have less attention span now. 0, 6. Okay, cool. We are... Oh, Mr. Streamer. The sound is so loud. Mr. Streamer. We don't understand computers. We don't understand how to have our AI assistant just turn down the music. Okay, so that seemed fine. Okay, so now let's put that back. This page, 22 seconds for 38 seconds. So this starts at 50 seconds. Oh. Okay, maybe this happened while people were saying Mr. Streamer. Oh, wait, 60 seconds. Hold on. Is that right? 16. Oh, no. Duh. No, that should be... We shouldn't add that. That's 16. Duh. This is duration slot. I just got done saying that. Okay. We could auto-detect, but I want the ability to add some stuff. So now the place I have to add is just here. So this starts at 38. It does not last 60 seconds. It lasts, I don't know, let's see. Helpful patron, start time 0, 1.5. 3. 2. Rewind Evangelist is 3. 3.5. That's Casey's credit. And then this is going to be 6. Dude, I don't know what the order of this was. 36, 37, 40, 39, 38. So we subtract 36 and add, let's just say 6. So we're subtracting 30 from all these numbers. That's easy. Not 65, 6, 11, 7, 12, 8. Hope Kim's gone when Milorad comes up. 10, 9. Okay, so our highest one is something like 12. So this is going to be 42. Did Twitch chat get a credit? No, but Twitch chat will get a credit in the Sokoban game. I should start credits. Once we decide things are okay, I should start them later so that we don't have to fast forward through this. Okay, so the special thanks could wait 2 seconds. Okay. Why are we messing up our camera? Special thanks. I mean, I'm just gonna manually bump all these every frickin' time, right? 3 seconds, hold on. 9. So we're going to add 3 seconds to all these. Like we didn't just subtract 30. 15. Milorad. 11. 13. 9. 14. 12. And I was also thinking, I saw this and I was like, Let's start that earlier. Let's just paste this. Let's just paste this. So these are half a second. All right. Look at the old particles. All right. See, even since we added anniversary edition, these are a little bit wrong. And I think I want those to be a little bit more blue. Okay. But other than that, we're actually pretty okay. Up through there. Right? Right. Okay, what did I just say? So here, I want this to go down by, I don't know. That's way too much. Just 20. How? Should we small caps this? I mean, the logo is like this, usually. Okay, so anyway, this starts at 80 seconds. Oops, what just happened? Literally what just happened. All right. So this starts at 80 seconds. And we're going to say goes for at least 28, 32, let's say 32 seconds. Something like that. And then we'll start this at 112 and I don't know, 32 seconds. Just again, we're not going to look at it. We're just getting it a little closer. The non-white text looks more white. Nah, it looks the same. I think it's just you're reacting to the contrast with the background. I just want it a little more blue. Because, you know, colors have changed since 2008. One of the OGs who played the original on Xbox. Well, thank you. Legit. Thank you for helping make the game successful. Because if it hadn't been, I mean, let's be honest, I would probably still making video games, but they might not be as good as the things we've been making. So thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we're good up till there. So let's do a temporary hack. So special thanks to... I mean, I might tweak the timings a little bit later. We'll see how we feel. But the goal for right now is just to get the credits like working and approximately right. So we'll go like 38 plus 30 is 68. No, let's go... let's go 74 seconds. So... we got to see if this actually works. Menu, credits. Add zero rate sound. No. Start credits. Start credits. Why are we doing this? Oh, wait. Wait, we automatically set float 1. Guys, I don't have to set float 1. Okay. Okay, very nice. All right, so now we're going to put a note check in. Let's just try this. $74. Hopefully that works. And we're playing it in the office at Creative Assembly back when anyone on the Xbox Live DevNet could access. Dude, those were the days. DevNet was the shit, dude. I was sad when they put permissions on DevNet. That was great because you could just go on there and you're like, what games are not really announced that might come out in 3 months? And didn't work. Didn't work. Okay. Let's see why. I don't want to spend a long time on this, but I do want to get it. Frame credits. The game time. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Like, it might be getting reset, like, somewhere else. So we're going to put it there. It's always at least 74, okay? Okay. Okay. That was a little weird because we didn't see. That's good. But let's do 64. Because I want to see the text on the previous thing. Okay, it doesn't work that way. We only get text when we go to a new page for some reason. Wait, now we're not getting text at all. What is going on? Oh shit, if it's less than 74, set it to 64. Oops, okay, obviously that is going to be very bad unless we render one frame that takes more than 10 seconds. Okay. Still not seeing what I wanted to see. All right, well, it's fine. We can start at 74. Or 78 or something. So this is all fine. My only issue okay, so the page duration is not long enough for all the things on it. Why do we have small caps on all of these? That's not what we're doing. Okay, anyway, we have fixes to make. That's all you need is to make some fixes every time, and you will eventually be done. Okay, so this one, we're going to restart because is it, when is this one? 80. We'll make it 78. All right. So this thing, start time within page 0, duration 3. All right. Start time within page 5. These should be small caps, I think. Where's my small caps? Okay. And then these are not. Actually, let's not small caps there. Just this one. Because that's like a credit, really. Let's make this one See, I don't have a little color stash. So we're going to do this. Boom. Boom. We're making these more blue, but not that much more blue. Okay. This one, let's go crazy. I don't even know. That's gonna probably look ugly. What I kind of like these, like, I mean, this is gonna have fiery background. Let's just try that. This may not be visible enough. Okay, these are not small caps because names are not small caps. All right, boom. This layout is messy as well. We're just going to see what that's like. Okay, but first, let's put this in the blue. So this is 32. This is 32. So I don't know why I swallowed a fly. All right. Start time within page 0. All right, let's just see. Let's see what happens. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it takes that long. I might be off by a few seconds. So this is down pretty low, is what I'm noticing now. And then the music and the licensed via magnitude stay too long. Okay. So, see, guys, the credits, like in many indie games, the credits could have been like a shitty text file that you just paste in and it scrolls by and it doesn't take any effort and it's a Unity plugin. But that is not how we do things. Okay? So this starts at 24, this starts at 5 and 5.5. All right, so this goes till 32. So this goes till 35. We'll subtract 4 or 5. We're going to subtract 5. Maybe that'll go too early and it'll be distracting. I don't know. Okay. So, now this I want to leave up longer. So this goes start time 0, start time 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do this 1, 2, 3, because we have a 1 second cadence earlier. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll keep this up for, oh, 5 could be, let's go 5.5. Okay, so this goes 7. And now here we're going to go start time 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops. 9, right? I accidentally undid a null rotation, which in this editor is not what you want to do. Okay. Ooh, I get unlucky 13. I'm going to go 14. It's like when they skip the 13th floor. Yeah, so that free type thing, I kind of don't like. I kind of don't like that. It's like a little turd. I want that to stay up longer. I want the titles there to stay up longer. Okay, but we're mostly okay. I don't know what to do with the free type turd. What if we, okay. We'll move all the music up. We'll put free type where the license via magnitude is. That'll go first. It'll fade out right when music fades. Yeah, okay, I like that plan. Now, before I do that plan, let me not forget this plan. So this is staying 5.5, which is just when this appears. Let's go another 4 seconds. Let's go. Come on, what is going on with the camera, dude? All right. Let's try 10 seconds. If that's too long, we shorten it. All right, we're binary searching. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Let's move literally everything. Now, okay. So I don't know which entity is number 79, but it's an X4736, and so we want to keep that. Okay, so something like this. Something like that. All right, we can do that again if we need to. Okay, now the free type is going to be here. Fuck! Why is F12 in Visual Studio? It's the fucking shittiest key on the entire computer. I hit it so many times every day, and it always interrupts.
Well, Mr. Streamer, did you know you can disable that in the settings? And that it won't be disabled next time you use one of your 37 computers or when Microsoft installs an update 15 times a year per computer.
Okay. So, this starts, it is duration 3. It starts at 5. Let's do duration 4. This starts at 4. Duration 28. This starts at 5. Duration 25. Okay. So that's just going to be slightly different. Right? Oh, did I never restart after we changed the start time? Is that what's happening here? Okay. It's still going away. Wait, this is not reloaded. Wait, what? I want my money back. This is not reloaded. Did I not save? Save. My cursor's on the save button. I know, it's in the right place. Okay, so free type. I see. So it is basically fine. It's just the fade out ends right when the fade in on music begins, so it seems like a long time. I want to get the timing correct for music, and then we're gonna want to like subtract from everybody on the page, which is a butt pain, but I only have to do it once to ship the game. All right, let's actually make this duration 3 again, and then music is gonna come in on 2, right? So we subtracted 2 seconds. Actually, 1.5. Subtracted 2.5 seconds. Licensed via magnitude is going to come in 2.5. Okay, and then these we're going to want to subtract even more seconds, right? Like this starts at 8. No, this should start at 4. I'm gonna subtract 4 from these just to get it a little closer. The ones on the right we're not going to do because there's more. And then we're going to restart the program just to find out if we did this. I didn't, because we're compiling. All right. There we go. Okay, so I actually that's actually that's too fast. Okay. We're going to push music forward 1 second. And that might still not even be enough. That's weird. I thought I was undercorrecting. Music. Start time. 2.5. Start time 3. And then 4, 5, 6. We might want 1 more second on all these, but we won't do it yet. I want at least another half second on that, which gives us rounder numbers, which is good. 3. And let's just do 4. So maybe I'll add +2 back. I think that's probably okay. Okay. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then over here we do a 2 DKP minus 14. 18, 22. We might want to make this like a 3-second cadence instead of a 4. I don't know. Let's see. It is such an amazing song, and I just like found it, right? I was so lucky to find that. Oops. Something happened there. What happened there? 14. 18, 22, 14. Did I subtract 4 on these? Yes, I did, didn't I? Now I might change it all again in a minute because this cadence might be too slow. I don't know. Also, why is the duration? This blue color is too dark. I made it too dark, guys. I made it too dark. Let's just experiment with what looks good here. Okay. I don't feel 100% good about the timing here. But it's good enough for now. Like I said, sometimes I need to sleep on things to figure them out. See, this is let's actually I'm going through all this just to grab a collision rectangle. Why? This is an advanced editor technique, y'all. Watch this. See that? Although you don't really want to go to the edge of the A because, like, perceptually it's like there. In cases like this, why is... Oh, that's also minus 1,000. Very round number. Minus 1,001 spikes. All right. So... Yeah. Do we have any ideas of what's more creative to do? Why are these... Oh, these are minus 1,000. Dude. See, maybe this isn't enough of a wedge shape. How are we feeling about this? That's about right there. I am way too far. Yeah, commentary is available. But yes, I encourage, if you don't remember the game very well, or if you think, even if you've played it before, if you think you may enjoy playing it again, then yeah. See, this is handcrafted, guys. Check this shit out. All right. Do we want the names to be... I mean, the thing is... We'll go a slightly bigger gap between this and the names. Because, right, it's a category. And then... Okay, let's get the spacing even first, and then we'll move everybody. All right. And it doesn't have to be exact, right? I mean, it's handcrafted, so if it's off by a pixel, we're fine. So we're just going to see how this looks on the page when all this happens. Now this one, oh, you know what? I accidentally, let's get our horizontal strut recalibrated here for the left-hand side. All right. Now, do I do it by... I feel like I want to do it by the start on the left side. But it's really the right side that's making the shape, so let's do it from the right side. All right. See, these are the fun things you get to do when you make a video game. Actually, we're going to calibrate the vertical after this, so I could just drag, because we're not. So this is going to poke way more over than it did. And hopefully the timing works out. Okay. So now let's do vertical. And again, we can move literally everybody later. Oops. Sorry, Hannah. Sorry, Hannah. Okay. Oops. I sure hope I like this spacing. Wouldn't it be great if I get done with this and then I'm like, nah, I don't really like that. Okay. I kind of want these to be vertically offset a little more. Also, yeah, remember I wanted this to be a little bit more. It's not a lot more. And we can tweak it more if we want. Okay. So, see how that is. Okay, so I actually want more delay. That's pretty good. I want more delay between for the anniversary edition. And also duration 5. Oh, this starts at 0. Let's do 3. We're going to add 3 to all these. 4. I should have programmed a thing where it's just like add or subtract 1 second to the entire selection by a keystroke. But again, I only have to do this. Whoops. I only have to do this 1 time in the entire game. And then we'll probably add 3 to everything on programming. Well, we're going to figure out if 3 is the right number first. You know what? This is what I think about that. This is what I think about that. Good thing I was like, let me see if no. Okay, this is gonna be start at 0. Duration is going to be 10. See, these aren't really seconds is the thing, too. So I don't know. They're like 5/6 of seconds or whatever, I think. All right, so float 1 doesn't matter. Float 2 is going to be 8. Okay. I mean, we could have made that the same page, but okay, I think we're gonna add another like 20 seconds or whatever. Oh, I didn't set the credits page ID on the thing. Okay, hold on. I had it in my mind to do it. So the thing is, we don't spatially detect where these live. It's set on the ID. So this is number 209. So this has to get set to 209. Oopsie. We don't need the license via magnitude to be on that long. Is that really centered? Okay. So that's too long. We could start it at 1. We can try starting interviews at 1. Do I really believe that this is centered? 4736. Oh, because these coordinates are not the same. Duh. Oh, wait. Hold on. Right. Okay. I kind of changed the offset of all these. I think we do subtract the page origin, so we're not worried about that. All right, so now this should be centered. Though. All right, so license via magnitude can go off when this comes on, I guess. Plus a couple seconds. 18. Yeah. Okay. for the anniversary edition. This. Okay, so now we said this is too long. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting hungry. I want a snack Holio. 8. Okay. Delay the right side. We're waiting to delay the right side till we know the timing of the left side. Hold on, let's see how that feels. That's pretty good. I like it. I like that timing. My name could be 1 second lasting less. And then we're going to take the W and we'll check in the progress. Now, we're happy with this. This is an extra 32 seconds. We're happy with this, 40 seconds. And we're happy enough with this. So that's another 72 seconds on top of our 74 seconds. Or 78 seconds. It's 150 seconds. Oh, hold on. Because we're about to check it in, we want that to be 0 so that anyone else on the team sees real credits. I'm glad you enjoyed the witness. Flatter myself with the extra second. My name's in the credits twice. I don't need the extra second. All right, so this is good. I think I want to change the text fade. We'll see. All right. Anyway, take the W for a second. I'm going to grab a snack, and then I will be back. There's a no check-in. All right, any questions about what we are doing? Any questions? By the way, the special surprise is that at the end of this stream, we're going to record the podcast intro and outro for the Braid Anniversary podcast that hopefully drops on Friday. How does the completion state compare to the witnesses this far from release? I mean, the witness was really stressful because, like, the week before release, we filmed the final movie and stuff. Here, there's nothing crazy like that we have to do, but there's a lot of stuff coming in hot at the end. Like, probably several people on the team. Well, one person on the team thought the release date was crazy and got angry and quit. But not because people were working hard. I don't know. It was a weird thing that happened. Like, that was like 6 months ago. Did I get any good podcast sponsors like Raycon or Displayed? I don't know what Displayed is. We got the Snoring Desert Institute, and Blue Chew. Does Blue Chew still exist? They used to be on like every dude podcast 2 years ago or whatever. Metal and magnetic posters. Okay. What bad thing was going to happen if the release date was too ambitious? I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for someone else, but it was definitely the case. So if you rewind back to last year at this time, 1 year ago, back then we even thought the game was going to come out in November, and I just wasn't working on it enough for it to come out in November. And the problem with this game is, back at that time, there was only so much that the rest of the team could do, because I was saying stuff like, okay, there's going to be all this extra commentary and like a world where the commentary is and all that, but like I need to make that stuff, and I was just bogged down in other projects, and also it was hard to work on Braid Anniversary, right? So it just took me a while to get up to speed to the part where I was really able to do that stuff in an appreciable clip. And I don't know, someone got mad about it. And it's like, look, sorry, but you know. But the funny thing was, he got mad about it after I was back working on the project full time. It's just, I think he didn't see me checking stuff into the game, so he thought I wasn't working on it, when in reality, I was off in Google Docs, like organized. There's like hundreds of commentary entries, right? And like for each one, we were going through original footage, or whatever you call audio footage. We were going through like 50 hours of audio footage, and first figuring out what general sequences go in the game. And then from those general sequences, refining like exactly what sentences go in. And then, oh, this explanation isn't very good. Can we substitute something else, right? And so you could imagine for hundreds of commentary entries that takes a while. And that's what I was doing. And like, but he wasn't on the Google Docs, so he thought I wasn't doing anything, so he quit, I guess. I don't know. But I can't speak for him. That's just something kind of like that happened. But yeah, oh, shout out to Will, who's going to be in the credits in a bit, for helping with all the commentary and stuff. Footage is indeed correct. If you have film, tape, or wire media, yes, this is none of the above. How do you even handle situations like that? I mean, at this point, I have had enough people quit for weird reasons, and I've had to fire people for weird reasons. It's just water off a duck's back at this point. It's just like, look, I'm just doing my best. Sometimes regrettable things happen. And the thing to remember, you can't control what happens, right? What you can mostly control is how you comport yourself when things happen, right? And so respond to things with a reasonable amount of grace. But also, here's the thing that you got to understand, right? When you're leading a game like this, right? And like maybe I lead games, like when you're an indie who's creative directing and running the company, you lead even more than like a triple game or whatever, or a triple A game. Because like in a triple A company, if a creative director quits, let's say, that might be a blow to the project, but you could get a new creative director probably or something, right? But if I decide not to creative direct, these games just aren't going to happen. And if I decide not to run the company, these games just aren't going to happen, right? Because there isn't another institution behind things making them go. And that just, what that ultimately means, though, is that, and it's weird because there's a flip side. Like on the one hand, you would think that because of that, oh, I have to be stressed all the time and all the pressure is on me and all that. And that's a little bit true, but it's only as stressful really as you let it be is the secret of life. And I do let it be stressful sometimes because I forget. But the thing is, it also means all the power is with you, right? Like, look, without me, this isn't going to happen. Obviously, because I wasn't working on it and it wasn't happening, right? And so, but what that means is other people, they're very limited in their capacity to do damage to the thing. Even, and I don't even mean intentionally do damage, but if somebody that you feel was going to be important to the project quits, it's like, okay, that's a bummer, but you're the key person on the project, not them, right? It's you. And so it's an inconvenience, but it's not fatal. And in fact, sometimes problems are solved that way. So you just learn this after a while. You just learn this. But, also just don't be a jerk. Just, even when people are kind of being jerks, which from my perspective has happened quite a few times. Also from other people's perspective, I've been a jerk a little bit, but sometimes I disagree. Sometimes I agree. Usually when I'm a jerk, it's like only a momentary mistake as opposed to a long-term posture because I try to be reasonable about things. And I try to self-correct, but self-correcting does not mean believing everything people tell you and being a pushover like Columbia University. Knowing the scope of Braid Anniversary, would I ever do the same thing for The Witness? I think so. I think it would come out kind of different, but some of the stuff that made this take so long was not necessary. And some of what made it more unpleasant than it needed to be, I think, is unique to Braid. Like, I was really sad about Braid for a long time in a way that I've never felt about The Witness. So, and that's hard to explain. I think we try to explain it a little bit in the commentary, but, you know, it's just is what it is. A dude saying, what the actual fuck, didn't see the news today. What effect would a 44% capital gains tax have on your company? It would probably not affect us very much at all because we don't have capital gains. But it would actually be absolutely brutal for a lot of people. Like, it would really harm the economy quite badly. By the way, that includes tax on unrealized capital gains. My conspiracy theory is they decided Joe Biden is not going to be the candidate. So they're trying to make him as unpopular as possible to have an excuse to get him out. Yeah, like maybe the next step is, you know, if I make a mistake on my game design and the game doesn't sell as well as it could have if I made a better game design, maybe they can tax me on the design I should have made instead of the one I actually made. Did I find it difficult remembering how certain design tech decisions were made in Braid after so long? Some of them, yeah. I mean, the thing is, the most important ones I remember very clearly. But a lot of the incidental, like at one point I was having a conversation with Mark about like, how does the collision detection work? And I realized as we started the conversation, I don't remember. I kind of remember some high level things about it, but like, I can't tell you details. And so we actually didn't put that in the commentary because it didn't come out very well. Dude, any form of unrealized capital gains is going to be so destructive. Like, America is still the place where people start companies. That will end instantly the moment there's any unrealized capital gains tax. Instantly. Even if, like, like people are talking about like, oh, the Elizabeth Warren one, like, oh, it's only 1%. It's 1% a year. Or whatever it was, right? Compound that for like 20 years and tell me how much it is. And that's on top of income taxes. One genius saying, who will build the roads? I mean, the thing about who will build the roads is back when we were a much poorer country, we built hell a lot of roads and they were way better than roads today. So like, we can build the roads on not that much money, it seems like. Congress won't let it stand. I hope so. I hope it's just not even real. They can't be that crazy, dude. It was such a giant stink fart bomb that they laid today. It's unbelievable. Oh, we got to put back our seconds. Like, it's almost like that time the summer intern posted something really super far left wing. I don't even remember what that was. Marginal tax rates were also much higher. No, not in the time period I'm talking about. No, they weren't. But also, okay, since there's a high marginal tax rate bozo in the chat, I'll bring up this chart. Because everybody's like, oh, back in the 40s or whenever, it was really high. Okay, this graph is all you need to know about that. All right. What this graph is how much money does the federal government receive as a percentage of GDP? And starting in 1944, right, until now, the graph is basically flat. There have been many depressions and, recessions in here. There have been many different income tax policy regimes. Okay. Many changes to the tax bracketing. It doesn't matter. Okay. Except for like noise. The federal government is already getting as much money as it can because this graph is flat. And changes to tax policy will not result in it getting more unless somebody discovers something amazing. Changes to tax policy will only punish people more and make them poorer. Okay? Is that linear or log? No, it's linear. You can see the percents on the side, hopefully, if Twitch compression isn't ruining it. This is 80 years of data. Okay? It's been flat for 80 years. Okay? So now the top marginal tax rate time that people are talking about is like in here. This big spike here is when they raised it, I think. And then it declined rapidly as people took measures to protect their money, or companies just went out of business. New companies didn't get formed, whatever, right? I think actually this is more about protecting money because the GDP probably also didn't grow at the expected rate, although that data is not shown here, right? And then they changed it because it was horrible. So don't be telling me like, oh, we should have 90% tax bracket. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Are the vertical gray stripes points of recession? I believe so. That's typical for a lot of, yeah. So you see 2008 financial crisis is the start of one, etc. Although I didn't realize there was like a Reagan recession in 82. Is that real? I guess so. Anyway, you can notice, hey, there's a recession coinciding exactly with when they raised the rates. Okay. You weren't saying that. Okay. Well, a lot of people do, so I'm primed to react as if people did. Yeah. But this is why, here's the thing, and again, this is what bothers me about all this. Of course, politicians want things to argue about loudly and blah, 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 right? But anyone in charge of actual budgeting for the US understands this graph, okay? And understands the consequences of this graph. Therefore, and those people can advise Elizabeth Warren or Joe Biden or whoever, right? So when they come out with these crazy tax policies about pay your fair share and all this stuff, right? It's just because they think you're ignorant. And most people are ignorant because I never even heard of this graph till like a few weeks ago. All right? I was ignorant about this. But it's like they want you to be ignorant so that they can use this political ammo. But like it literally does not matter. What matters is what's the GDP and is it going up? The way the federal government can get more money to spend on services for people is by raising GDP, and that's basically it. I mean, yes, you could try to be higher up in this realm, this relatively flat realm of this graph, but like easier said than done. Right? So that's just like once you understand this data, it's like, wow, all of these arguments are complete bullshit. None of these conversations are real at all. And yeah, afuera. I am on team afuera. I'm a big afuera fan. Let's get back to working on the game. I need to make some money to... okay. Here, it just... here we go. We will have an educational video, then we'll return to working on the game.
Got himself involved in some serious shit.
Oh, wait.
I'm Juliana McCaddis, filling in for Clifford Baines, who messed with the wrong people and got himself involved in some serious shit. With all economic factors indicating the U.S. is heading for a prolonged recession, some experts are suggesting that the government should stop dumping all of our money into an enormous hole. Is it time to close the national money hole?
That kind of talk is alarmist and irresponsible.
America needs the money hole.
Right. Driving truckloads of money out into the New Mexico desert and dumping it into a massive pit is one of America's greatest traditions.
It's frankly, it's a national
Now,
treasure.
look, no
Yes.
reasonable person is advocating that we are going to stop destroying money. But the American people earn that money. They have the right to decide how it should be destroyed.
Leslie,
Well,
so
I-
you are in favor of personal money holes?
Yes, people should be able to dump money into a hole in their backyard or flush it down the toilet. Let the free market decide the most efficient way of destroying
My
money.
father worked 2 jobs so he'd have money to put in the money hole, and he never
Now,
complained.
you
That
can't
is the key
depend on
thing.
private money holes to destroy that money.
Duncan's right. I mean, some of this money could blow away.
Yes.
Some of it may not be correctly buried. I mean, there's
Birds
too
can
many
make nests out
variables.
of
That's why
it.
the
It's-
government pours gasoline into the money hole and lights it on fire to make sure all the money is destroyed.
I
It's just-
love the money fire.
It's just like they say, you have to throw money in a hole and set it on fire to make money.
Okay, but find the cheapest way to destroy that money, like shredding it up and feeding it to hogs.
Tell that to the
Adding
digger who's
jobs
worked the
every-
graveyard shift for 20 years. Digging the hole is all he knows.
The sheer number of shovelers that it takes to maintain
But
that
if
hole.
we're talking about closing holes, I mean, what about the soldier hole? How about the energy hole? I mean, I can't believe that closing the money hole is even on the table.
Don't close
Why
the
are you
money
pushing
hole.
this pro-hole agenda? Is the money hole lobby paying you?
I resent that accusation. I do not take money from special interests, and if I did, I would throw it right in the hole because I am a patriot.
If you love America, you throw money in its hole.
Yes, back when the Onion was funny. Okay, so we're on these new pages, and I need to put people's names on. Step 1, put names on. Step 2, make good timing. Okay, so interviews, commentary wrangling. So this one is 196. 196. I'm just pasting. This is the wrong name, but pasting credits AE. Did we say will? What did we say? Boom. Got it. Okay, and then down here we want Martin. Oh, dang it. What? How did I not set that? See, I was just saying it needs to be 196. And this is 176. That's 196. All right, so 196. Okay. Now, let's say that's up there. And then there. And then production, testing, porting, localization. Okay. So this is 197. Production. Testing. Localization. Porting. We have a lot on porting. A lot of people have touched this code. So I'm remembering all these. Nope. Okay. Oh, gotta put Clement here. Additional programming. Okay, I think that's all the credits except for some platform specific credits we want to add later. Okay. This is not, does this look like a 3D Sokoban game? Does this look like a Sokoban game? All right, so this page, I don't know what the duration's going to be. We're going to do commentary wrangling, just like that. We're going to go just like that. This is going to be 0. This is going to start at 1. This is going to be 3, 3.5, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I do kind of like this kind of, we're kind of organic with this shape here. So this is going to start at 7. Eight. No. 7. Duration 5. 8. 9. So that gives us 14 total. Okay. Let's just take a... this is not vertically good. We'll do our alignment science in a little bit. What happened to my collision blocks that I was using for alignment science? Where'd those go? I didn't delete them. Remember my collision blocks I was using for alignment science? Did I delete them? Maybe I did. Okay. Okay. Production values. That's going to be 0 seconds. 1 second. 2 seconds. Porting. It's going to be 3. We're just going to go straight down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in the middle of porting, testing is going to go, but I kind of have a wild hair to put testing down here, and then go up. So testing could start around here. 7. 8. 9. Okay, and then I just want a little more vertical on this. Okay, this is off the page now. That's no good. We're going to come back up here for this. So 8. 10, 11. So this ends at 7 and this starts at 10, so they won't overlap. 11, 12, 13. Okay. I want the visual art to start later. We have okay. And then we should set the duration of the page as well. So our last thing was this 18. I kind of want this to just be more okay. Let's, you know what? I've got a wild hair here. Let's go up. We're being creative, everybody. Okay, now what did I say? I did this. Oh, the visual art. I want this to start. I want more time here. Because it's kind of distracting. We're going to go at 10, 11. Maybe that's too late. We'll see. 12. So this goes 17 seconds. Okay, the testing is confusing. Like my eyes aren't tracking it. My eyes aren't tracking it. Okay, hold on. So two things. One, for the porting, I actually want to go even more aggro on this. I want to do this and like that. And then my eyes are really not tracking this upward thing. Let's try this. We'll go boop, boop. I don't know. Maybe that won't work either. Oh, we're off the edge. I feel like for some reason, I think these need like an extra second. Let's just give an extra second for all these. I don't know. All right, so Aaron was off. This was off. Like these, I'm just going to redo all the times. 0, 2, 3. It's going to be 2 seconds. Porting. 4. 6, 7, we're adding 2. 9, 8, 10. Um, 12, 14. I don't know. I might be getting confused here. Wait, Carl's first. Um, $15, $16, that gives us 21 seconds. I probably messed that up. Okay, so almost. I was good with that. I think additional programming needs to come in 2 seconds later. $15, $17, $18. So it's 23 seconds. Okay, so like I said, I might want to tweak the timing and positioning later, but I think this is our first shippable credits. All right. Now we have to make sure the whole thing works. All right. Let's see. Oops. I accidentally exited and re-entered the credits. Okay, that's not good. See, this is why we test. All right. Why was there like a year? So maybe that's about where we were skipping to initially. So maybe the skipping was working and it was just frickin' blank. So William L. Lawrence is the last name. 15 plus 5, 20. $42, no, 20. Right? All right. That's why we do this. Now I'm using two different colors of blue still, but I kind of want to leave it. What is my major malfunction there? All right, well, that's why we do this. That's why we do this. 18. 18 is the last. Why is it 32? Aren't you glad we could fast forward the credits? I'm just seeing two verticals I want to adjust. All right, so here I want a little more space. And then here, this amount of space is actually good, but these, I want them to be more consistent with elsewhere. Actually, I also think, about that far. Yeah, it's okay. It's handcrafted. All right, that's it for now. There's some Netflix specific credits that I want to put in. I'm not going to do those tonight. We're going to commit first shippable credits. All right. Now, special project. We gotta record the intro to this weekend's podcast. So, yeah, Hannah was, I want to say, the first programmer, like way back in like 2018 question mark. The first programmer besides me on Braid Anniversary, and she was like just the lead programmer of it for that period. And then her and Eric went back to Cyan after that. Okay. So, I want to type in vague notes about what we're going to say. We're going to say we're going to welcome. We're going to say and we're going to record a few takes. We're going to explain and then we're going to introduce that Casey is the interviewer. Boy, there's some noise outside. And okay, we'll see. There might be more than that to say, but these are the things we're basically going to say. And then you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. This microphone that I'm using is pretty good. However, the room is not so good. The room has echo. And so I'm going to try an experiment of putting a towel over my head or something. Actually, let's record normally and then sounds fine. It doesn't sound fine when it goes into a very clean recording. Wear a Bane mask. It is not he who deserveth that getteth. It is very good. No, it is not very good. If I have stands, I should hang a comforter. I don't really have stands. That's the thing. We're literally going to try putting a beach blanket over my head and seeing if I could take it seriously. All right. So this is me without such a thing. And now this is me talking with full muffling, although I don't know if this blanket is actually reflective or not. It works. It's better. Okay, let's see. Let's run my favorite audio program, Goldwave, and we'll record. It does improvement. All right. Okay, so this first part is just me talking into the microphone to chat like we always do. And now I'm talking into the microphone with a blanket over my head, and I haven't turned off the camera so everybody can see that there is a blanket over my head. What other Twitch streams do you go see? It's because I'm way closer. Okay, let's try the third. You're right that I got, because of the blanket, I get closer. So let's try. Okay. This is a third one where the blanket is not over my head, but I'm probably closer. I don't know. And this one is with the blanket. See, it even sounds different to me. So what do you want from me? Now, I don't know how I'm going to read my notes. Blanket is just better. Let's see. That's why they dress that way in the Middle East, because it sounds better. All right. Right. Okay, so this first part is just me talking into the microphone to chat like we always do. And now I'm talking into the microphone with a blanket over my head. It does sound better. I turned off the camera so everybody can see that there is a blanket over my head. What other Twitch streams do you go see? Because I'm way closer. Okay, let's try the third. You're right that I got, because of the blanket, I get closer. So let's try. Okay. This is a third one where the blanket is not over my head, but I'm probably closer. I don't know. So you hear a lot of reverb there. And this one is with the blanket. See, it even sounds different to me. That one sounds kind of bad. What do you want from me? And now I'm talking into the microphone with a blanket over my head, and I haven't turned off the camera so everybody can see. Okay, we're going to try one more experiment. I'm going to try to find, I think I have like of a more felt blanket, because this blanket itself might be a little bit reflective, right? I have to not move. Yeah, I know. It's going to be hard. Let me get the other blanket. Back in a sec. See, these are the great moments in game development. If you make a video game, you too can have a blanket over your head. Now, this time, I'm even going to try putting it over the monitor. All right. So, this is just me, a little closer to the mic than usual, and without a blanket on my head. All right. Now this is part 2. I have a blanket draped over my head and the monitor. The monitor may be causing reflections, I don't know. But I can at least read it. Now I'm getting closer to the mic. I see the volume spikes are much higher. Maybe that's bad. And then the fourth one is me closer to the mic, but the blanket is covering the monitor as well. So let's see. I feel like this is a better blanket. Okay, let's see. So, this is just me, a little closer to the mic than usual, and without a blanket on my head. All right? Now this is part 2. I have a blanket draped over my head and the monitor. The monitor may be causing reflections, I don't know. But I can at least read it. Now I'm getting closer to the mic. I see the volume spikes are much higher. Maybe that's bad. And then the fourth one is me closer to the mic, but the blanket is covering the monitor as well. Can at least read it. Now I'm getting closer to the mic. This is part 2. I have a blanket draped over my head and the monitor. The monitor may be causing reflections, I don't know. Okay, I think I do like this blanket better. So I'm going to try one more. Ugh, dude, my stand is not beefy enough. Okay, there we go. I just had to turn the knob. It's like all these stands have like weight limits that are not the best. Okay. So this is one last attempt where I've got the microphone a little bit closer than usual. I've got the blanket over my head and the monitor, and I'm attempting to speak more like I'm projecting like you normally would if you're talking to someone in the same room, as opposed to just being quiet because it's midnight in an apartment building. Okay, let's try that. We will never survive an entire podcast. I don't have to do the entire podcast, just the intro and outro. So this is one last attempt where I've got the microphone a little bit closer than usual. I've got the blanket over my head and the monitor, and I'm attempting to speak more like I'm projecting like you normally would if you're talking to someone in the same room, as opposed to just being quiet. Because it's midnight. Yep, that's the one. That's the one to use. And, there's a little bit of static in there, but I think we can filter that. Okay. I got to tell people to like and subscribe. Out. No, it's not out now. Smash that like button. All right. What kind of podcast are we talking about? You will find out now once I put the blanket back over my head. Okay. Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Braid Anniversary podcast. I'm just going to talk through this once without trying to make it fluid and get all the thoughts out. Braid Anniversary Edition is an update of the classic game Braid that came out in 2008. I need to not move so that the blanket doesn't cause a lot of noise. That's the challenge. Because I want to move because I'm speaking naturally. So Braid Anniversary Edition is an update of the classic game Braid that came out in 2008. And one of the many neat things about the new version of the game is that there's a lot of developer commentary done in a way that's way more thorough and serious than any other game has done, at least any other game that we know about. There's about 15 hours of commentary in the game, but this is cut from over 60 hours of interviews and discussions that we had initially recorded. And I know that there's some material in that other 45 hours that people might be interested in. So we decided to publish some podcasts in advance of the game coming out to just provide some of this material to whoever's interested. Oh, damn, I forgot something in the credits, guys. After we finish recording this, I have to go back and edit the credits of the game. As this podcast proceeds, we have a few different interviewers who will show up and ask questions. Our first one is Casey Muratori, who many listeners of this podcast may know from the Computer Enhance website where he teaches programming, or from Handmade Hero. And Casey, not only, what do I say about him? Interestingly, Casey was in the credits of the original game, and that's because he helped inspire the game by having some strong ideas about Rewind. And what exactly those are, you'll hear in this commentary at some point. So let's go. Yeah, so those are the things I want to say. Say something about his almond milk. I don't know if he does almond milk anymore. All right, so I'm going to try to do a couple of takes. And between those takes, I'm not in a very concentrated, focused mood right now. I've been working all day, but we're going to get this out. I was going to edit the credits, yes, but we have to finish recording first. Okay. Hello, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the podcast for Braid Anniversary Edition. Braid Anniversary is an updated version of the classic game Braid that came out way back in 2008. And, you know, this update that we're releasing, has updated graphics and sound, but in addition to that kind of stuff, it's got, it's got a great deal of developer commentary. What do we say? It's got a great deal of developer commentary. I want to say something like presented in greater depth than games have ever done. I'll just say that, and maybe we'll figure out a better thing. Hello, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Braid Anniversary Edition podcast. Braid Anniversary is an updated version of classic game Braid, which came out in 2008. And it has improved graphics and sound and all that kind of thing. But in addition to that, it's got a bunch of very deep developer commentary. We've got about 15, let me see. About 15 hours of that commentary survived the editing process and went into the actual game. But this came from over 60 hours of source footage. That was initially recorded. But this came from over 60 hours of source footage that was initially recorded. And we figured, well, we might as well make some of that extra material available to whoever's interested. Thus, this podcast. As the episodes proceed, we'll have different people doing interviews and sometimes different people answering the questions. As these episodes proceed, we'll have different people doing the interviews, and our first interviewer is Casey Muratori, who some of you may know as the author of the Substack Computer Enhance, where he teaches programming, and the popular YouTube series Handmade Hero. Maybe less well known is that Casey helped inspire. Wow, it's midnight. I'm not having a good time talking. Maybe less well known is that Casey helped inspire Braid originally because he had some very strong opinions about Rewind, and we'll get to the details about that at some point in this commentary. That's enough of an introduction, so let's get cracking. That sounds goofy. That's enough of an introduction, so let's see how it goes. That's enough of an introduction, so let's see how this goes. That wasn't very natural. That's enough of an introduction, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do one more take of all that, and hopefully we can edit it into something. Pause. So let's go. Let's just say, so let's go. Let's pull back the covers and see what's underneath. Let's delve. Let's delve. Cozy stream, yes. Okay, one more. Hello and welcome to the Braid Anniversary. Oh, we got to say it's the first one. Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Braid Anniversary Edition podcast. Braid Anniversary is an updated edition of classic game Braid, which came out way back in 2008. The update has improved graphics and sound and new puzzles and all kind of stuff like that. But it's also got a bunch of developer commentary that goes in. But it's also got a bunch. What do we say? But it's also got a great deal of developer commentary. But it's also got a large amount of developer commentary that's explored at unprecedented depth. Over 15 hours of commentary survived the editing process. Over 15 hours of commentary survived the editing. Over 15 hours of commentary survived the editing and selection. I can't talk. Over 15 hours of commentary survived the editing and selection process. I flubbed the word editing. Guys, this isn't working. Over 15 hours of commentary survived the editing and selection process to make it into the game. But this came from over 60 hours of initially recorded audio. And that 60 hours has a bunch of other information in it, and we figured people might be interested. So why not edit it down? Why not edit the stuff that didn't make it into the game into a podcast and release that to people who are interested? So here you go. As these episodes proceed, we'll have different people asking questions. Our first interviewer is Casey Muratori, who you may know from his Substack, Computer Enhance, where he teaches programming. And he's also, you don't say author of YouTube, right? I don't want to say content creator. That's horrible. And he's also the creator. He's also the creator of the widely appreciated YouTube series Handmade Hero. And it's less well known that Casey helped inspire Braid originally because he had some very strong opinions about Rewind. And we'll be, I was going to say delving. And we'll be discussing those at some point during these podcasts. All right, that's enough. This might be a mess. I might have to re-record all this tomorrow night. We'll see. Delve into it tomorrow. All right, so let me do the outro. This concludes the first episode of the Braid Anniversary Edition podcast. Thank you for listening, and stop by next week if you want another episode. Braid Anniversary Edition comes out on May 14th, 2024. You can pre-order it now on Steam and on consoles pretty soon as we recorded this. In this episode, Casey Muratori asked questions, Jonathan Blow answered questions, Jason Brisson produced, and Will Turnbull edited. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. I should do another take. I just want to be done. I said Turnbull. I flubbed Will's name, dude. Okay, sorry, Will. I know you're listening to this. Yeah, that's how late it is. I'm getting people's names wrong. Record was pressed, was it? Are we recording? Yes. We've been recording for 13 minutes. let me do just that last part again so I can get Will's frickin' name right. In this episode, Casey Muratori asked questions, Jonathan Blow answered questions, Jason Brisson produced, and Will Turnbull edited. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. That concludes the first episode of the Braid Anniversary Edition podcast. Thank you for listening. And if you want another episode, come on back next week. Braid Anniversary Edition comes out on May 14th, 2024. You can pre-order it on Steam and on consoles pretty soon. I don't know if you can order it on consoles. You can pre-order it now. You can pre-order it now on Steam, and you can buy it on game consoles pretty soon. In this episode, Casey Muratori asked questions, Jonathan Blow, and in this episode, Casey Muratori asked questions, Jonathan Blow answered questions, Jason Brisson produced, Will Turnbull edited. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. All right. Podcast episode 1, when? Friday, probably. All right. I should say remember to like and subscribe, except people won't realize it's a joke. Podcast Fumbles 1. We're going to put this in Documents. Boom. Save. All right. We have to go back to the credits because, oh, dude, I forgot this also. All right. We got a little bit more credits to do. We got one more credits page. What was Casey's role in Braid? You're going to have to listen to the podcast, aren't you? All right, so we're just going to start at, oh, actually 150 might be pretty far in because we cut out like 40 seconds of air. All right. Let's just compile that and restart. We'll see where that starts us. That's literally the end. All right. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I went too far. Went too far. You've gone too far this time. All right. All right. So, we want some stuff on 229. We want credits for an additional secret song. Credits D3, etc. I don't know how many of those we need. Song name, writers, performed, courtesy. Dude, what's up with music industry credits? All right. So that's that. We're going to arrange that so it's nice. So we didn't need that many. See, there's a new song in the anniversary edition. How cool is that? Well, there's actually a bunch of new music in the anniversary edition, but there's a new song that you wouldn't expect. I don't know. And then, whoops. We're going to go credits, Braid Educational. Line. Okay, this is line 1, line 2, line 3. Okay. These are going to be centered. What a mess. I want them on the same page. Why is this not working? I'm gonna have to straighten this out again. So, I don't know, this is like up here, there, there. It's a little harder to think about. All right, so 46, 46, 60. Would that work? Yes. Okay. Okay, so timing. Timing. Horse is at 0. This is going to be at 3, 5, 7, and before that, just before it starts disappearing, we're going to be 11. These are going to be 7-second baggers. $12 for 7 seconds. and 14 for 7 seconds. That gives us 21 seconds for the whole thing. All right. Horse, written by I feel like that's what a mess. What a mess, what a mess. All right. What? Oh, you know what? I think even though we kind of hot load the entities file, I think maybe it only caches the pages the first time. Let's see. No, oh no, you know what actually happened, guys? That's not what happened. What happened is this last page is a special thing only for people who finish the game. It's flagged for only completed. And I copied this. See, this also says only completed. So you would only see this if you finish the game, which is not what we want for this one. LOL. We could move that right. Oh, and then that steps. Okay, we'll give another couple seconds so those don't step on each other. Okay, so ignoring those then for a second, how do I feel? I don't even have a way to like frame this or such a non-fancy. Try that. Wait, what? Did I accidentally? It's not that readable. We need to change the color. Okay, we need more time. We need more time on. So first of all, we'll have horse disappear. Okay, so actually, this is going to be, instead of 5 seconds, it's going to be 8 seconds. This is going to start later. This is going to start later. And then this starts fading at 14. 9 plus 5. This is going to fade at the same time. 14. Yeah, we still need to change the color. Okay. Done Holio. Done Holio. I just want to make this. Let's try a yellow. We haven't, I don't know how that looks on that background. Might look good, might look terrible. I think that looks okay. It needs to be a little bit more white, so to speak. It's okay for the word horse here to just be a little more white. Didn't add extra time for the other stuff. Oh, good point. Let's see. Okay, that's more readable. I'm actually okay with that timing. We could try adding 1 second and see how it feels. Let's try. But I'm actually... It doesn't feel too bad. 15, 16, 18, 25. Let's try it one more time. You know what? Those need to go up a little bit. I like the relative spacing between them, but they need to go up a little bit. Okay. X coordinate is 4660. Like there, probably. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. It's handcrafted, everybody. Nice. Okay, that's in the can, so to speak. Oh, thank you. All right. I think that concludes tonight's things. Thanks, everybody. Hopefully we'll have that podcast out for you. I may have to re-record. We'll see. Remove the period at the end of the email address. It shouldn't matter, actually. Technically, if you type that period, it's still correct. Did you know that? Did you know that? Also, if people aren't smart enough to do that, then maybe they shouldn't get the game for educational use. We'll see. I'll think about deleting it. I don't know. I kind of so it's interesting, the braid voice going back to 2008 sort of is over punctuating a little bit, like even on phrases that are not complete sentences, which in English you kind of wouldn't put a period on or whatever, right? But I'm so aggravated by everybody on Twitter and Twitch chat like never using punctuation that I'm very happy to overuse punctuation now. Like, I'm even more into over punctuating than I was. You had to help your mom because she could not send an email because she added a period. Oh, well, okay, maybe it's not correct. I know in DNS records, it lists it that way with a dot afterward. Yeah, maybe we'll try taking it out. I don't know. Maybe not. I'll sleep on it. Probably depends on the SMTP server. Maybe. I mean, I thought it was a standard. I thought, this might just be making this up. I thought that a period at the end was sort of like the slash at the beginning of a URL indicating the root, right? It's like the empty string is the root, and then dot com or whatever dot, you know, etc. But that might be wrong. That might only be for DNS, or I don't even know. All right, thanks everyone. I'm going to go to bed so I can get up early and do some meetings and then be back in the saddle working on the game. There's a lot to do to get it ready for you in a couple weeks, but things are happening fast at the same time, so that's great. All right, thanks everybody. See you later.